Let's get started. This is Sai Phanindra from SQL School. I assure you complete practice orientation, lively, lengthy, detailed examples throughout our course from scratch, from the very basics. Assuming we are very new to Power BI, assuming we are very new to reporting, new to big data access, we'll start our classes from the scratch. Right from the installation, we'll start our classes right from installation, common errors and solutions of the installation of the Power BI tools. There are multiple tools we need to learn. As a data analyst, it's our job, our duty to address installation errors if any. From there we'll start to proceed for basic reporting, to understanding various important technical concepts like interactions, syncs, grouping, hierarchies, filters, and drill down activities, and more importantly scenarios, when to go for which implementation, which technical concept, synopsis and scenarios, synopsis of all concepts and the scenarios we need to learn carefully with big data access. By the time we step into big data, make sure you have some knowledge on, basic knowledge on SQL. By the time we step into chapter 5, by that time we need to have some knowledge on SQL, especially basic tables and select statements, preferably joins. For big data access we need it. Big data concepts part of our course, but SQL a prerequisite, a recommended prerequisite for our classes. By the time we step into chapter 5, we need, may not be initially required, and we need to learn the detailed architecture, something called visualization. There are different formats of reporting, different shapes of reports. We need to understand all those shapes of reports, their properties, and the type of calculations for each report shape. For example, on my screen, we need to understand first 6 chapters, various types of data access, file, database, cloud, web applications, etc. Various types of data access and various shapes of reports. This is the agenda for first 6 chapters. Then next 6 chapters, from chapter number 7, we are into something called Power Query, ETL. 50 examples on Power Query. We need to hit a half century. 50 examples on Power Query, which is more into ETL, extract, gather data from different data sources and understand how to mash up or how to format the data. There is something called as group by, something else called joins, union, etc. 50 examples on Power Query technology, 50 examples on DAX technology, mainly for calculations, 3 different levels of DAX, mainly for calculations, and big data processing, something called row level security, analytical reports, etc. Different levels of DAX we need to learn. 50 examples we need to learn in DAX. Then continue for the third part. First part visualizations, second part Power Query and DAX, third part cloud and report server. Another 50 items in cloud and report server put together. We need to understand something called dashboards, apps, and something else called as gateways, analytical reports, workbooks, tiles, alerts, so on, in addition to report server. Now, what are these technical terms? I said cloud, I said report server, I said Power Query, I said DAX. What exactly these are? Let's understand the details of our course. Before we step into the details, Power BI. Yes, to introduce ourselves to Power BI, firstly, what is reporting? A mechanism to access and present any type of data to end users. No limit. A mechanism to access and present any type of data to end users, we have it as reporting. For example, the very first example in our classes, very next class, first example will understand to read one Excel file. We read one Excel file, and from that Excel file we read one source data file. We'll take Excel source, PDF, something else called AVRO files, Parquet files, JSON files, XML files, etc. We take different data sources and understand how to add color to your data, how to make your data look rich, look smart enough for easy understanding, how to derive information out of your data. That is what report means. Deriving meaningful information out of existing data. Add colors to your data. That is what report means. Now, what is Power BI? A set of free tools. Yes, really, you heard it right. It's a free tools, a set of free tools. How many? Let's stay tuned. We'll get the answer in 5 minutes. There are multiple free tools to perform end-to-end reporting operations. Gather any data from anywhere and simply get a meaningful, informative report out of it. In our classes, as Power BI data analyst, we would be involved in data extraction, gather data from different data sources, and data modeling activities. Mash up the data, format the data, and report it. Your data would be in Excel or MS Word or PDF or AVRO or Parquet or XML or JSON or big data or web applications or website, anywhere. You would like to gather the data, understand it, model the data, and report it. Best simple example. I remember couple of years back, yes, recently, COVID reports. Yes, it's something like this. Different areas, right? The local government authorities will report the COVID cases to their, say, parishad or district or, say, region level authorities. Those region level authorities will report the data to the city authorities or state authorities. State authorities will report the data to respect to, say, zone or, say, South India, North India zones, or, say, central authorities, say, entire India. This way, from different countries, you get all data and shape up carefully and report it to WHO, World Health Organization. It's a practical example. It's all about extracting the data, model the data, and report the data. Modeling means to reshape the data like union, sort, search, join, etc., etc. These are the regular SQL operations. Now, we'll take one such example on extraction, model, and reporting. End-to-end project implementation we'll do in our course for our resume. Now, a common question we generally see, how Power BI different from other BI? Yes, other BI platforms. How the Power BI different from other BI platforms? Item number 3 on the screen. Yes, Power BI, the term Power BI, it's completely into design of reports. Enterprise reporting means customers give us the report requirement. We design the report and hand over. Other one, self-service BI, means customers would be involved in designing their own reports. Interesting, right? Customers would be involved in designing their own reports. Then what we do? Then what's our job role? Yes, that is more challenging. We are supposed to involve in shaping up the data, cleaning the data, slicing the data, make it ready for any kind of end user requirements. There comes more challenges. When customer involvement is involved technically, our job starts, right? So we should be more careful. There we are. We need to learn enterprise reporting in our classes as well as self-service BI. We'll touch base with these entries in next few minutes. We have MSBI. To design databases, we have different types of databases like OLAP, data warehouse, etc. Who will design it? MSBI developers will design those databases. Plus, they also involved in design of reports, but not as eye-catchy as Power BI reports, remember. Why? Yes, MSBI is a free environment, free tool completely. Power BI tools are free, but the hosting environment is involving cost. I repeat once again, Power BI is completely into reporting. Okay, MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence, MSBI, it involves design of databases. Yes, if in case, of course, in very next chapter, we'll understand how to install Power BI, one of the Power BI tools called Power BI Desktop. We'll understand how to do the installation and how to configure. There you come across something called types of databases like analysis database and something else called warehouse database, etc. Those analysis, warehouse, MSBI developers will take care. Non-cloud, we say on-premise, non-cloud, on-premise. Data engineers involved in design of databases, once again something called data warehouse and big data analytics. This will be the food, actual food for reporting. So we can plan the career. You can plan your resume with Power BI in combination with Azure data engineering. They dwell well together. They always get mixed together, just like salt and pepper. Really. So wherever you see Azure data engineering projects, wherever we see Azure data engineering projects, in Azure data engineering, we come across something called Databricks. It has some business to do with Power BI. Same way, we come across something called data lake storage. Again, data lake storage, it has something to do with Power BI. Data engineering is a back end and Power BI is like a front end kind of activity in cloud. In non-cloud, Power BI front end, MS BI back end. Combine everything together, Azure BI. Combine everything together is equal to Azure BI. For experience profiles, we have Azure BI platform. In nutshell, Azure BI involves MS BI plus data engineers plus Power BI, to make it clear. MS BI developers would be involved in design of historical databases, also called data warehouse, remember, DWH, and analytical databases, OLAP. Please by heart these new technical terms. We need to get examples on these. Data engineers, completely cloud data warehouse. For OLAP, we have nice alternatives with data engineering and Power BI. It is a common reporting platform. Yes, we are slowly understanding that Power BI is a common cream on multiple flavors of cakes. The backend, the base. MS BI developers can use Power BI for reporting. Data engineers can use Power BI for reporting. Power BI is just a cream on your cake. Any kind of cake, common cream, Power BI, lot of flavors. To understand our job roles carefully, easily, please give me 3 to 5 minutes time. Assume I go to a restaurant. Yes, I go to a restaurant and I see a buffet counter. I go to a restaurant, say, nearby my apartment, and I see one buffet counter. I go along with my kids and wife, and of course, we cannot skip them, right? Isn't it? We cannot enjoy the things later, remaining part of the day. We need to get them. Yes. For example, I go along with my kids and my partner to a restaurant. Yes. And I took my elder boy or the younger boy to the buffet counter. I see cleaned, sliced, diced vegetables like some lettuce, capsicum, onions, tomatoes, and some other flavored veggies. Few are off boiled, few are raw, but nicely garnished. And my elder boy says, "Dad, I want sandwich." Another person say, "Yes, I do want sandwich." Now what we do? I take two bread slices. They are there over the counter, right? I ask, "Do you want cheese?" "Yes, Papa." "Then let me add some cheese slice to it." Everything over there, right? Put some vegetables. They select the vegetable just like a subway, just like a subway. Yes, here it is. From where you got those ingredients? From the kitchen. The kitchen area is Power Query, remember. I repeat once again. The kitchen area is Power Query. Please by heart these new technical terms. So what's the purpose of Power Query now? In Power BI desktop, Power BI desktop is like a restaurant and Power Query is the kitchen inside it. What we do? Data cleansing, data slicing and dicing activities, all kinds of formatting, getting the data ready for reporting is what Power Query duty is. Also called mashup language. Unformatted data given to kitchen, Power Query. In the kitchen we use a language, a user interface language called M language, mashup language. From here comes the actual recipe, my sandwich for my kids. Just an example for easy understanding. And yes, from the same kitchen, apart from our own recipe called sandwich, From the same kitchen, we also have pre or ready-made recipes also. I mean, already predefined recipes, the main course, snacks, main course. Those are the actual reports. The self-service BI is a buffet counter, and the actual main course is the enterprise BI, something like that. We do some garnishing, add-ons, adding more value to your report. That is what DAX means, stands for data analysis expression language. In our classes, we'll understand how to work with something called star reporting, 5-star rating, 10-star rating kind of things. Mobile signals, stars with different colors, these kind of reports. How? Yes, adding more value to your report is what DAX will do, data analysis expression language. For me, it is like garnishing the report, garnishing the recipe. Reports are ready. What next? Dashboard. Yes, you place multiple report parts into one single plate. That is what dashboard means. I repeat once again. There is something called dashboards. Dashboards are cloud, Power BI cloud-based activities used to build something called story, single page data story we call. Just like a platter in our restaurant, right? Veg platter, non-veg platter, etc. Group of items, collection of items. That is what dashboard means, a collection of report items. For example, a table from one report, a chart from another report, and a pie chart from some third report put together is what a dashboard means. Later point of time, you would like to give that dashboard to the users. We call them app. The actual parcel, your Swiggy or Zomato parcel, is what app means. We are going to create apps. What app will do? Yes, app is used to package. App is used to package, group, reports, dashboards, everything together. All reports, dashboards, everything together into one single unit, access unit. We call it as app, app. By heart these technical terms. Yes, same restaurant example, two styles, takeaway or dine-in. Really, the same thing works here. Power BI cloud service. Cloud we call. Cloud are also called as service. Power BI cloud or Power BI service. I don't know who is enjoying the report. Just like a takeaway. I am the chef. I am the person who is cooking it. Say, I don't know who is enjoying the report, who is enjoying the actual dish. Takeaway, parcel, publicly accessible. It may go to any part of the city. Other one, dine. Yes, controlled environment within your premises. I know who is enjoying it. I can directly walk in there and ask for the feedback because I want to improve myself. I would like to get more orders, so I would like to improve myself. That is dine-in. Each of them have their own advantages. So remember, unformatted data, Power Query, data set and report. From there comes DAX, dashboards, apps, cloud and report server. Put everything together. Our lab plan. I said 6 different tools. I said multiple tools are there, right? Yes, 6 tools we need to learn in our classes to work with complete Power BI end-to-end implementation. 1 to 6. All tools are free. Okay, left side, it's all free tools. You may ask me why we have multiple tools like this. Why don't we end up with 1 or 2 tools? Yes, let's answer that question. Let's answer that question slowly now. There are different types of reports in this world. There are different types of reports. For example, MSBI, only paginated reports are supported in MSBI. Whereas in Power BI, or you say take Excel, only analytical reports are supported. There are few tools wherein we have only mobile reports. In Power BI, you have a good list. Total of 4 different types of reports are supported. Power BI desktop tool for interactive reports to cloud. Desktop RS tool, interactive reports to report server. Cloud, you host the reports in a remote storage called cloud and anyone can access. Yes, we can give permissions, we can control the access, public access can be given. Report server is like our restaurant dine-in within our premises, within the compound. That is Power BI report server within your company's network. No public cloud. So 2 tools, desktop and desktop RS for interactive reports. 2 more tools, report builder, Power BI report builder and Microsoft report builder for paginated reports. One for cloud, one for report server. Analytical reports, Excel, and mobile report, something called mobile report publisher tool. Total 6 different tools to serve 4 different report types: green, black, blue, and pink, and 2 hosting environments. Now the question arises, what's the difference between these report types? What is interactive report? What is paginated report? What is analytical report? And what is mobile report? What's the difference? Yes, let's do it carefully. Here we go. Let's stay tuned. Let's observe carefully. Back to our notes. Where we are right now, we are slowly understanding. Let's recap. Slowly understanding what is reporting, what is Power BI, and how Power BI is different from other platforms. Power BI is a common reporting platform for databases designed by MSBI developers, data engineers. Put everything together, Azure BI. Our course curriculum, course catalog, Azure BI includes MSBI plus, Power BI plus, Azure Data Engineer. 3 major technologies. Plus add-ons 8 and 9. Optional add-ons. 8 and 9 are optional add-ons. Next, what we do? We design reports. We access different kinds of data. We design reports. Perform ETL, Power Query, and data modeling, DAX. Design data sets, dashboards, apps, and something else called row-level security. The recipes, the reports are the main ingredients. From there we design dashboards. Yes, get multiple report parts into common plate, common access item dashboard. For end user access, we can group reports and dashboards together. We call it app. For example, there are 10 reports for a banking application. Say a manager at a bank wanted to have a look at all loans. Then we can build a dashboard to get only loan related data. Say another manager wanted to have all data pertaining to mortgages and say loan recovery activities. Another dashboard we can create. Some other customer relationship manager would like to analyze the Customers' rate of increase or decrease over a period of time, another dashboard can be created. Now all these can be grouped together. All the dashboards can be grouped together to form one single app and securely give it to the end user. Give it to the respective bank manager team. These reports can be accessible in cloud or report server. Back, either cloud, red box number 8, or report server, green box number 9. With this information, now what's the difference between each of these reports? Here it is. Before we proceed with the report types, licensing options in Power BI, 60 days trial. I'll provide you this account. We'll mail you this required account for our practice. We have Power BI Pro, $10 per user per month. Premium about $14,400 per organization account. Free trial should be enough for our course to practice all the aspects of our course. Power BI report server, for this we need to have SQL Server 2017 or 19 installed in our computer. I'll guide you for this. So total we have cloud, 3 licensing options, server, 1 licensing option. We need to learn differences between the cloud and the server and understand when to use which. In our journey, I said we need to have multiple types of reports, right? Isn't it? We need to have different types of reports. Each report shape is called visualization. What is that? We call it visualization. To include data into these visualizations, we require multiple data sources, file, database, Azure, and other data sources we need to learn in our classes. So various data sources, different types of visualizations. From these visualizations come report types. As per the lab plan diagram few minutes back, you got 4 different report types. Interactive reports. You design the report, end users can modify. They'll have permissions to edit the report. You decide to design a report in a chart format. Because there are only 4 categories as of now, say 4 category wise sales, product category sales. So you decide to go for a chart report. One fine day, there are 20 to 30 product categories. Business is increasing. Product categories increased. Yes, in such a case, chart report may not work correctly. Customer may decide to go for a table report or a matrix report. That is called interactive reporting. Customers can edit the reports. We'll understand more in the very first example of our classes called visual interactions. Then we take paginated reports like our bank statement, mobile bill, or the end of the month emails we generally receive, the newsletters. They're all paginated reports. Need not modify. I get the bill in the email, I identify it, I do the needful to enjoy my service. As simple as that. That is called paginated report. Someone designed the report. Of course, in this case, we will be involved in designing the reports. We simply give it to the end user through email. End users analyze the report and that's it. They do the needful. Like my bank statements or your end of the month bills, whatever. Those are all paginated reports. Analytical reports. These reports are generated by Excel and DAX, Data Analysis Expression Language. The garnishing item I was referring to a few minutes back. Mobile reports generated for mobiles, tablets, and smart clocks. 4 different report types. 4 different report types. 6 different tools. 2 for interactive report, one for cloud, one for report server. Paginated report, 2 tools, one for cloud, one for report server. Mobile report, one more tool. Analytical report, next tool. Total 6 tools we need to work in our classes. And here is a lab plan. Different data sources, all file data sources like AVRO, Parquet, JSON, XML, text file, CSV, Excel, PDF, so on. We need to involve. I will be providing you the required data sources anyway for our practice. Step by step, slow paced practice. I will provide you the required download links for these data sources. We'll slowly understand how to design the reports using each of the tools. Out of all these tools, very important, we have desktop and desktop RS. There are differences, we'll understand them. We work with all 6 tools, but majority of the classes would be on 1 and 4. Cloud and report server, both are equally important. Each of them have their own advantages. Base difference, cloud, we have reports. Report server also has reports. But cloud additionally has something called dashboards and apps. These are not supported directly in report server. So you have a bridge component in between called tenant. We need to justify the entire diagram in our 3.5 to 4 weeks course. What if data gets modified at the source? How do report knows it? There is 7th tool called gateway. It's a free tool separately. So total 7 tools we need to learn. 6 design tools, 1 gateway data synchronization tool, and 2 hosting environments, cloud and report server. We'll do it carefully. Next, with this information, we have total of 3 different modules in our classes. Visualizations, 1 to 6 chapters. 7 to 12 chapters, Power Query and DAX. Each chapter planned for about 50 minutes to 1 hour. And module 3, cloud service and report server with certification guidance and the end-to-end project work. The new certification for Power BI, PL300. The complete guidance, project, FAQs. If your interviewer asks you what you did in the project, what are the challenges you faced in the project, or what kind of requirements you get from your lead, or what does your SMU do, or what you have been doing in the past assignment, what are the challenges you are facing when working with cloud service, what are the advantages of Power BI report server, or when to go for Power Query, when to go for DAX, explain with scenarios. These kind of technical questions with project implementations we need to take care. All I need to get from you, your kind support throughout the course by doing 2 things. Number 1, on-time practice. Number 1, on-time practice. Number 2, every day you have mock tests. After every concept, there will be mock test. After every concept, you are supposed to, you are requested to, you are sincerely requested to submit them on time. I repeat once again, throughout the course you have mock tests. You are requested to submit the mock tests on time, please. Because those mock tests will be the bridge for the next concept. Few mock test questions are outside the notes. Right from day one, few mock test questions are outside the notes. But all answers will be inside the notes. So it all depends how much we are able to get from the class. Repeat once again. From our Power BI class, box number 6, we have good number of concepts. Right from installation, we'll do this first chapter 1 to 6. Installations to visualizations. Next 6 chapters, chapter number 7 to 7, 8, 9 chapters, 50 examples for Power Query and 50 more examples for DAX. Chapter 7 to 12. Then 50 examples for cloud with a project work. Either you go for on-demand training, on-demand videos, or live online, either of them same curriculum, same concept, same example, same FAQs and same level of support. By the time we reach chapter number 6, big data access, make sure you revise SQL concepts. Basics of SQL are enough, like how to create tables, how to relate tables and join, basic joins. Please do it and get ready for the examples. With this information, we need to justify good number of keywords throughout the entire course. It is PL 300 exam. Yes, here it is. Good number of keywords for the entire course. I need your support. You got the chapter wise course curriculum, the same content you see on the website. I'll just do minor modifications. You'll be able to download this Excel sheet for your future reference. And I said Power BI is a common reporting platform for MSBI and Azure Data Engineer activities, right? Here it is. SQL developers can proceed for Power BI. MSBI developers can use Power BI and data engineers can use Power BI, and non-IT to IT, the best step is Power BI. Non-IT to IT jump or conversion, transition, Power BI is always the best step. Reason, comparatively easier, nice user interface. If you pair Power BI with Azure Data Engineer, 2 certifications, 2 clouds, multi-skill set and good options, good keywords for your resume, especially for experience profile. Starter profile, SQL and Power BI enough. Experience profile, see if you can add Azure Data Engineering to your resume for better options. With this information, let's go for our actual classes from scratch, right from the very basics, and I'll provide you the complete transcript, complete documentation, and the data sources required for report design or report practice. Those things I'll take care. I need to make sure we do the practice on time. So I need to be a bit cautious. I don't want to say strict, but I would like to say cautious on your submission of the day-to-day or the concept-wise FAQs. I'll do my duty. I have to do my duty. I'll be very cautious on that. With this, we'll stop for now and make sure we have time to practice minimum 1 hour every day. Then course would be ours. We'll do it slowly, step by step.